Peace and love. Islam, Islam, Islam. See if we can get something clearly understood about us and these people you call the Nation of Islam and that whole situation. See if we can get something understood real quick, man. Because everybody wants to act like it wasn't Prophet Noble Ali and the Moors that brought Islam back here, back to the land that it came from, the so-called Americas. Okay, peace. So let's take a look at something, and let's see what we got going here, huh? So nobody's confused about who was doing Islam and all that stuff first here on these lands. It was the Moors, okay? Because we get everything popping, and then we don't get any credit for it, but it's okay. That's how it is sometimes. Nonetheless, what we got to do, what y'all can do is go on to RV Bay Publications, and you can look up Moorish literature. Some of these readings that I'll be doing, y'all can get those on RV Bay Publications. All right. Peace. Islam, Moors, peace. Peace and love to y'all, man. Real quick. All right. Y'all see the book. Let's get this understood about where this comes from. Then I'm going to show y'all something. And just want you to think. If we only could think. All right. Moorish leaders' historical message to America. So we know what this is about, and we know the proper things to study too, to really, really get this thing. Okay. Right? And the history. We need to know a little bit of the history. Okay. In connection with the aims, objects, rules, and regulations of the Moorish Science Temple of America, I deem it proper to submit to you a brief statement of our organization covering its inception, rise and progress, and of the Mohammedan religion, Islam, right? Mohammedan religion, which I hope will be satisfactory to you by the means of causing you at all times to adhere to the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice in your relations with mankind in general. I, further, most anxiously hope this brief statement will help you to more clearly see the duty and wisdom of at all times upholding those fundamental principles which are desired for our civilization of our posterity, our children, such as obedience to law, respect and loyalty to government, tolerance and unity. Law. Not city codes and policies. It's arbitrary. Law. Everything that's constitutionally sound, we about that. Loyalty to government. What government? The Moorish government, obviously. Why would the prophet be here to send you to anybody else's government? Okay. So when you read the prophet's readings, you got to understand that he understood exactly what he was talking about. It's us that be missing the mark, because we'll say obedience to law, and then somebody will say, oh, this is the prophet saying he wants you to have a license. Well, that's not law. Okay. Law is anything that's constitutionally sound. You have a right to travel, so a license is against the law if they make you have it. All right. Loyalty to government. Why would the prophet make you loyal to your oppressor's government? Okay. So tolerance and unity. We organized as the Moorish Temple of Science in the year of 1925. Okay. Now, those of y'all who know, Prophet came on the scene in 1913, right? 1913 with the Canaanite Temple in New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Newark, New Jerusalem. Exactly. It's our government, part and parcel. So look, the Moorish Science Temple, 1925. And we're legally incorporated as a civic organization under the laws of the state of Illinois, November 29th, 1926. Okay. The name Moorish Temple of Science was changed to the Moorish Science Temple of America, May 1928, in accordance with the legal requirements of the Secretary of the State of Illinois. Now, real quick, let me get that real quick, because I want to show you what's on it. And many of you know already, but let's just look at the document. I should have had it with me. So my bad. Hold on a second. My daughters are jumping around. Grab that.
I want it. You can't eat from me.
Okay. Excuse me, ladies. All right. So look, the Mohammedan religion, right? He busted out in the beginning of his reading. Okay, Mohammedan religion, organized 1925 under the state of Illinois. Our authority. So let's break this down. Okay. Religious Corporation Act. Okay. This is why they can't dissolve the Moorish Science Temple of America, because it was made under this. Okay. Religious Affidavit of Organization. Right. So, right, 1928, he told you. He changed it then, and then in 1928, August, later that year, it became official with the legal requirements. I Noble Drew Ali, right? Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Chicago, 20th day of July, 1928, right? Usages of such Moorish Holy Temple of Science. It's funny how they debate on who was the one that Prophet Noble Drew Ali said took charge. And he put this man, Miliel, right after him. And then the Moors got a nerve to debate who was the successor. Crazy, man. That's the kind of stuff we dealing with. That's the kind of minds we dealing with. It's crazy. The Moorish Holy Temple of Science, deriving its power and authority from the great Quran of Muhammad to propagate the faith and extend the learning and the truth of the great prophet of Ali, Noble Drew Ali, in America. To appoint and consecrate missionaries of the prophet and to establish the faith of Muhammad in America. So let's break that down. So you can understand where I'm trying to get at. Because some of our Nation of Islam brothers and sisters seem to, he said, move your finger so I can get the screenshot. It's the 101s, our authority. Some of our Nation of Islam brothers and sisters seem to got this mixed up. Okay? Who this came from. Who Islam was first brought back to the Americas by was Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Right? Now you see the date, 1928. Now, if we know that they started the Canaanite temple in 1913, and Moors, you know this is our book. Simple question. What, if this didn't come right here, this didn't come until when? Was 1927? And the prophet hit the scene in 1913. So that's what? 23, 14 years. What was the prophet teaching the Moors for 13 years? 13. What was he teaching the Moors for 13 years? If this didn't come until 1927, but the prophet hit the scene in 1913. The Quran of Muhammad. The Quran of Muhammad. Why don't we read it? All the Nation of Islam guys, all your gods and earths guys, and Nation of Islam people, they know. They know who first came. It was so bad, everybody was trying to be like Prophet Noble Ali. Right? Clarence 13X. And these guys, nothing on their heads. So you can't tell them from any other black Negroes and colors. But he did keep it real in one part of this. Just so you know, these Nation of Islam guys and all these guys are playing you when they try to act like they don't know who came with Islam first. And the Moors was learning it 13 years before the prophet even brought this. That's why we are the Muslims. The Moors are the Muslims. Why? Because Muslims make Muslims. Those who are the will of Allah make those submit to the will of Allah. You feel me? This is the law. This is how you govern the lower self in many ways. This is how you govern the mind and the higher self. Okay? But so these Nation of Islam guys and all these black Asiatics and all this stuff can start playing games with you. Let's see here. Fard Muhammad, right? The one who they love saying that he brought Islam and stuff. And these people don't even know their history. The prophet told you, I'm here, propagate the faith of Muhammad, the truth of Ali and the faith of Muhammad. And the faith of Ali, because Ali is Muhammad. Prophet Noble Ali was Muhammad. But anyway, Fard Muhammad, number 2, he says, I came to the wilderness of North America by myself. And then Clarence 13X breaks it down. He says, he implies he came as a free man of his own free will. His first appearance in 1910 is said to have come in contact with Noble Drew Ali, Moorish Temple of Islam. His second coming, July 4th, 1930. So 1930, he tried to get his little Detroit temple popped off, right? Or whatever, his mosque or whatever they call it, synagogue or whatever the black Muslims call it, right? 1930. But the prophet been doing this, right? 1928 incorporated. But 1913 had the Canaanite temple. They was learning this before any NOI was even existed. The Moors was on this. We already been studying this with the prophet for over a decade. Now, these are the guys who run Islam in the Americas. Don't you see a scheme when you see it? It ain't nothing for an agent to get a bunch of government money. Now, note, here it is, because they spilling the beans. That's why a lot of the guys and earths, they don't like this version. They don't like this one. They don't like this one by compiled by God Supreme Allah, because he tell you the truth. They don't like this one, because look, note, they talking about Fard now. Note, it is said he proclaimed himself the reincarnation of the noble Drew Ali. This is when he began to teach the knowledge of God here in North America. So once he proclaimed himself to be the reincarnation of Noble Drew Ali, he called himself, called himself teaching the knowledge of God. Because to teach the knowledge of God in the highest sense, you got to be a prophet, which he was not. What would make this man start proclaiming he's Noble Drew Ali? That's some frequency. That's some power. He set up his first temple in Detroit, where it is said he has as many as 8,000 followers between 1930 and 34. He disappeared in 1934. Come on, man. I heard he was just hanging out with Muhammad Ali's family. That's what I heard. I heard that they had pictures of him and doing a birthday party for him and everything or something like that. All right. Now look at that, man. They still playing the black games. My dad was a black man. I'm Fawar Muhammad. He showed you who you get the game from. First came in contact with Noble Drew Ali in 1910. Noble Drew Ali, man, there was probably there was at least 2-3 grown men who said they were Noble Drew Ali after he passed. And they got the nerve to call it his second coming. Because now that Noble Drew Ali passed, I'm the prophet now. Do you understand how powerful the prophet was back in those days? I don't think we really are gauging what the prophet really had brought, what he did, and how people were looking. To come on public record and say, I'm this man reincarnated? Come on, man. You talking about some power. You talking about some influence, like my brother just said, influence. You got grown men wanting to say they are the reincarnated version of you. All right? So I'm telling you, 13 years, you don't got nothing on the Moors, NOI. Then been through these pages. Been through these pages of the Quran. You see mine's beat up. Beat up and highlighted. Read it. This is the law. This is the law. It's crazy. Talking down on the brother, but taking his likeness. Say, how are you going to be the reincarnated Drew Ali when you still calling people black? How could you? That is, everybody knows that's the prophet's number one message. It's, that's how you broke the chains of mental slavery. Right? It just make no sense. The audacity. But we all gonna have our day. You dig what I'm saying? So, man, look. Go ahead. Get into this Quran. Moors. We brought it first. We brought it first. There is no melanated group of people who is propagating the faith of Muhammad in America before the Moors. And then they tell you, all their little offshoots, they tell you what's up. All right? That's why we're Muslims, not Muslims. If those guys want to be Muslims, let them be Muslims, I guess. Muslims make Muslims. Okay? The will of Allah makes people submit to the will of Allah. So when you call yourself a Muslim, you say, I submit to the will of Allah. But what did the Prophet tell you? Are you submitting to yourself? You said, are you submitting to yourself? Man and Allah are one. Man and Allah are one. So all these Rizzas and Ben X's and All right, y'all gonna look up and they're gonna be gone. And if Farrakhan on them, y'all gonna look up and they're gonna be gone. You can be sitting there with a shaved face, a perm, a bow tie, and no leader, and no fez on your head. Playing around with these perm guys. All right, man and Allah is one. That's how we're the Muslim. The spirit man. Man cannot die. The spirit man is one with Allah. The Muslim. We make them submit. We make them submit to the law. We make them submit to our law. That's our job. Shimitar's out. Skimitar's out. You see it? It's with me when I talk. Read your Qurans, man. So much of the law is in here. What you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the Quran tells you how to pray and why you think the Moors pray like how we pray. We stand up, got our arms out. That's ancient, you know what I'm saying? But most importantly, eyes open. Right? Eyes open. We're colonized. You do not pray and have a good old time in the midst of your oppressor. When you pray, you're supposed to have this around. You're supposed to have your eyes open. As a reminder that it ain't sweet. I know we love going to the park and have some ice cream with the children and all that. But we got a lot of work to go. We got a lot of work to do. These people driving around big trucks and farming all your land and everything. And our children they don't have anything. And we just 5 times a day, just bending over in front of them, closing our eyes. Keep your eyes open and keep your scimitar close. All right? Never, ever get this confused that we are not at prisoners of war. That we're not colonized, that this is literally a war that's being placed upon us because we are Muslims. All right? That's why they let the Muslims do their thing. They let the Muslims do their thing. They didn't submit it to dogma. Right? Only Muslims make Muslims. Muslims makes Muslims, okay? So just a short little whatever. Don't want nobody to get it twisted. That the Moors brought the Quran to this land before everybody else. Noble Drew Ali brought this. The reason why you got so-called Muslims, pale Arabs over here now, able to have this, is because of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You feel me? You better have something on you. Yeah, go online, man. Find you a good scimitar, knife shop, or whatever. That's my... It's just got the, the leather case on or whatever. So, hopefully I don't have to pull it out, but when I do my thing, it's with me. Best believe that. Your arm, whatever. Because it's a remembrance. This ain't sweet. We at war. Ain't no, hanging out cool, you know what I'm saying? That's when they like to get you. If you know your histories, that's when they like to get us, is when we in prayer. They don't care. That's the heathen. They like to attack you when you at prayer. You feel me? And so read the Quran. It's going to tell you exactly, you feel me? Everything that you need to know. It talks about the Prophet many times. Here go one. Surah 14. Line 4. We did not send a messenger except to teach in the language of his own people in order to make things clear to them. Now Allah leaves straying those whom he pleases and guides whom he pleases, and he is exalted in power, full of wisdom. Come on. Did we not get sent a prophet of our own language? Stop playing. They knew. Who's the seed of Abraham? Who? Y'all better read y'all Qurans, man, because, the Bible, y'all need to have you a metaphysical Bible dictionary, and you need to be you need to be initiated. You need to have degrees. You need to have degrees. You need to have degrees. You want to open up the Bible, that's cool. There's a lot of, but see what I love about the Quran and what y'all see when y'all read this, it's plain. It's plain. It's plain Jane when you read the translations of the Quran. Right? And it's going to scare the crap out of you. In some instances, it's going to scare the crap out of you because you're going to be like, man, I need to get right. You be wondering why they be trying to get right because this ain't no joke. Right? So they can keep playing. Right? Except to teach in the language of his own people. So many jewels in here like that, man. The Quran even talks about, it talks about everything. It talks about everything, laws. All right? Right? And it's a good baseline. Right? And this is our vine and fig tree, Moors. Right? This is our vine and fig tree right here. A very specific DNA attunement mechanism that's going to take us to that final level. That final level. This is what you need. This is what you need. This will get you going. This will get you there. Once you get this, I ain't saying read this before you read this, because you can read this anytime. This right here tell you off the bat, the prophet don't play. First thing he tell you in the first chapter is that he go in on the first chapter. So Moors don't only speak Arabic since Moors are Islamic. Nope. Matter of fact, oh dang, Cujo, you remind me of something. Moors, come on, man. Moors Arabic is just one language. The Muslims of what you might want to call China and all that kind of stuff. Those Moors over there, they spoke their language. Right? No. Back in the day, just hitting on that, I got another book I just kind of opened today. It's a new book I haven't looked into. But no, back in the day, if you were speaking like 3 to 5 different languages, they might have thought you was a little special. Moors, because see those language lines, Arabic, Hebrew, Moabitic, what they call so-called Greek, all coming through the same lines, right? Some of the same roots. So no, Moors don't only speak Arabic since Moors are Islamic. Islam is not Islam. This is if you follow this, like he said, what did the Prophet say? Mohammedan religion. Right? The Mohammedan religion and all that kind of stuff. Right? We follow what? What's our religion? Islamism. This is law. This tells you how to perform Islamism. Peace practice. Right? That's our religion. That's what Islamic means. Those who practice peace. The pale Arabs who use this today, they're at best Mohammedans. At best. They don't practice no Islam. That's not their religion. They don't practice peace. All right? They practice dogma. You know, a Muslim is no different than a Christian. Because if you're not talking esoteric and you're not talking occult science, you're not talking Islamism. You're not talking Moorish science, right? You're talking out your butt. You blowing smoke. You grasping for straws and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. At Moderusium Latine. Straight up. Paleo-Hebrew, Punic Latin, Mandarin, Espanol. Same roots. If you ain't speak a couple of them, they was looking at you like, dude, you tripping, right? No, tell them you're not dogmatic. Tell them you're not dogmatic. Ain't nothing wrong with religion. Prophet told you. What's our religion, right? It's okay. The prophet of God is cool. What is our religion? Islamism. You feel me? Nothing wrong with religion. What is religion? To break it down. Legion. So you're going to get back, to a big group of people. Right? Get back to your own vine and fig tree. That's religion. Realignment. Oh, okay. Yeah. So don't trust these Muslims, because by calling yourself a Muslim, you saying that you submit to me. I mean, that's okay if you want to submit. You dig what I'm saying? Or you could be the submitter. You could go ahead and stop playing Muslim games and become the will of Allah. Stop submitting to the will of Allah. You dig what I'm saying? To submit means maybe you were putting up resistance. Maybe you was fighting against it in the first place. You feel me? What you submitting for? That's like in an act of war. You submitting to something, right? Or you can be. I'd rather be. You dig what I'm saying? The hell you want to submit for when you can be it? I would do something else, but you're more powerful than me, so I'll just go ahead and submit. No, I am. I'm the reason you submit. That's why you see the Moors, we don't let up. You feel me? Because you're going to submit. You're going to see this. Yeah. Nation of Islam, religion. Why isn't their religion Islamism? Man, you want to get it started? Let's see. They killed Malik El Shabazz. They don't practice no Islamism. They killed their own minister. When he started talking the stuff that like the prophet was bringing. They don't practice no Islamism. They practice permism. Shave bald face isms. No. All right. So everybody wants to call it Islam. They didn't call it Islam. They called it Mohammedanism. People who follow Muhammad. Right? Prophet wasn't playing games. He's making sure you understood there's a difference in the sense. Ain't nothing wrong with following Muhammad, but once again, who is Muhammad? The prophet. Right? Islam. So no, they follow dogma, because I can't even say necessarily Mohammedanism. Right? Naked chinism, permism, bow tieism, no headdressism. I mean, blackism. They practice a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? A different. Because you can't call it religion because they ain't realigning to nothing. What you realigning to? I mean, lower selfism, I guess. You know, so no, you know why they can't be in Islamism. They ain't practicing Islam. They don't do I self law and master. You know, they do Farrakhan is Elijah Muhammad's boyism. Right. Bean pieism. $2 paper that tell you still blackism. You feel me? Traitorism. We do Islamism. They don't practice it. They are followers of Muhammad at best. But I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I don't know. The Farrakonic religion or the Fard religion or something. Because you see where Fard got it from. He just copied the prophet. He just played games. Talking about I'm the reincarnation of a grown man. How you going to listen to somebody say they're a reincarnation of a grown man that's already alive? I mean, just passed. When you met the man, like, so where'd your spirit go? Boy, no hair conditionerism. Hey, take Farrakhan's activator away, boy. He'll be like Jerry Curl off of Hollywood Shuffle. If y'all ever seen that movie. Excuse my activator, man. All right. Remember, what did the prophet teach for over a decade before the ultimate science was laid down? He wanted to make sure the Moors had this down pat. Surah 60. And, I want y'all to know that, those of y'all coming from that school of thought or whatever, and the dang, Nation of Islam and all that, we go so hard on these guys because they're traitors. You can't sit there and tell me that they can have Noble Drew Ali at their Savior's Day, giving honors to him, wearing fezzes and all this, and not know one of the most profound messages that the prophet brought, which is the key to unlocking our mental slavery in these times, is that we're not black, Negro, and colored. So for that, you get the scimitar, because I wouldn't shake your hand if you held it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know you know. You playing games. Got our people running around proud blacks. But you got them stuck and happily in sin. Because they got a suit. Don't you know that? You know what a suit is? A suit was the clothes that we let the European wear when they served us. Because we wear robes. A suit is and a tuxedo and all that. That's a servant's wear. Right? That's a European clothes. Okay. So if you're wearing a suit, you better be sure, hey, I'm serving fallen humanity. That's what you better be serving. Okay. Surah 3. Of no profit to you will be your relatives and your children on the day of judgment. He will judge between you, for Allah sees well all that you do. Plain. I'm telling you. All these Nation of Islam guys, you watch this video. These are for you. Because obviously you're not reading y'all own Quran, I guess. I don't know. Right? The science. What's the Moors do? When the Moors greet each other, we shake in a certain type of way. Right? Right? Unity, Allah, salvation. You see the people kiss each other on the cheek and go back and forth? Those angels on your shoulders. You seen it in the cartoons. Read your Qurans. Pointed to record your doings, sitting on the right and the left. It's so many jewels in the Quran. It's crazy. And then when you get to that, my gosh. Yeah. But Mound Builder MC, I know what you mean. Press hands and all that. But a sheik, right? So when you see that them hands pressing, you see me? You know what I'm saying. Sheiks. But you so right. Press them. Look at that. None can dispute the signs of Allah but the unbelievers. Let not then their strutting about through the land deceive you. I love this one. That's why I had to highlight this one. Sometimes I just read this one to remind myself. You know how it is. We see all these other people just walking around. They're just enjoying Moorish America. They're just enjoying our state, aren't they? They having a good old time, man. They out at the baseball field with the children and, eating their hot dogs and chips and, the good old police, and they're just out having a good time, and everybody's just enjoying the ancestral estate of the Moors. I mean, having a ball out here, right? Don't let it get you confused. Don't let it get you confused. Golf courses on our burial grounds. Don't let it deceive you. You know how the Fed works before somebody gets to like a big case, right? Or like, these drug dealers. What they do. They don't come get you when you sell your first nickel bag. Right? They don't come get you when you sell your first nickel bag. They wait till you've been moving pounds for years. Then when that day of judgment comes and the evidence is so stacked up and so high, you can't even say a peep. You can't even say a peep. It's all Allah. Let it get it stacked against them so high. When the day of judgment comes, the most staunch, lower self, just denial person wouldn't even be able to deny. Just say, throw me into the fire. Throw me into the fiery thoughts, right? Because their minds will come back to haunt them. All those deeds will come back to haunt them. Because the senators who got the drugs into America used them as scapegoat. Straight up. The prophet, the prophet was on it. He talks about, this is where they get the triple darkness theory. You know how the so-called black Muslims talk about the triple darkness? Yeah. He makes you in the wombs of your mothers in stages, one after another, in 3 veils of darkness, right? Just how a woman goes through 3 stages of pregnancy, right? First trimester, second trimester, third trimester. As above, so below. Alhamdulillah. Gratitude for my holy prophet. I'm telling you. He said, I brought you something you can shout about, Moors. Let's go outside and shout. You feel me? I mean, Moors. Where do you think we got all this stuff from? Why do we name our children Jakeem and Hakeem and all? We've been this. What's the one of the rudest things you can do when you step into a Moor's home? Not say hi, not speak. Your grandma didn't taught you that. Where do you think you get this stuff from? But if you enter houses, salute each other a greeting of blessing and purity as from Allah. You can't come to nobody's house and not say hello. You can't walk past your grandma and not say hello. Past your mom. Right? Let your mom hear that you went over somebody's house and you ain't speak when you come in. You gonna get in trouble when you get back home. The prophet just bringing us back what we already know. Aha. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see. You know how the Moors squat on land or Moors thing. These are what? If we know the United States wasn't founded as a Christian nation, it was actually founded on Islam. We live Islamic law. Right? Don't sit up here and think that you're sitting in houses and repossessing houses and doing all this. Well, right? It's the law. It is no fault on your part to enter houses not used for living in, which serve some other use for you. And Allah has knowledge of what you reveal and what you conceal. Right? How's somebody gonna have a house on your land, on your estate, passed down from your ancestors, and you can't live in a house unencumbered? Nobody's living in it. But you'll be in the news, Moors live in an abandoned house or something like this, kind of crazy stuff. It's a whole house with nobody in it. Nobody in it. It's no fault on your part to enter houses not used for living in. The Quran talks about everything. I'm telling you. Modest Maslima. The Quran of Muhammad. The Quran with a Q. Right? I could just keep going through this. Right? What did the Prophet tell you? He said, do more good than you do bad and you'll be all right. Right? Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Surah 123, the believers, right? Then those whose balance of good deeds is heavy, they will attain salvation. You say you're going to be perfect? Nope. You better, on your balance, you better have more good than you did bad. You know? Tip the scales. Tip the scales. What do you think that, like I said, what do you think the prophet was teaching everybody for 13 years until this came out? The prophet was a master. Right? Let me see what else we got. Man, I mean, jewels. Let me see. Let me see if I can find anything else. I mean, there's plenty to find, but I know I got some highlights. Yeah, I had to highlight this one. 42. The prophets. Oh, what do you think the prophet is talking? 42. Say, who can keep you safe by night and by day? Just even when I said that, y'all picked up on that frequency, did you? From the wrath of Allah, most gracious. Yet they turn away from the mention of their Lord. Right? Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide and my salvation, by night and by day. Come on, man. Read the Quran, y'all. I read it twice. I need to read it again, though. These are all mantras. These are all spiritual protections. Don't let nobody fool you, man, that Quran and that kind of stuff is not the way. Like I said, the Bible, it's a great history book. It's a metaphysical masterpiece. But when you want it plain Jane, read them Qurans. I'm telling you, it's going to have you just understanding exactly what you're supposed to do as far as conducting yourself on the day-to-day and like kind of things. You know, we supposed to fight. Right? Once again, this is Prophet Noble Drew Ali. We did not send a messenger except to teach in the language of his own people. Who's that? That's our prophet. Okay. Oh, let's get this. Let's get this. The thunder. 11. For each such person, there are angels in succession before and behind him. They guard him by command of Allah. Whoa. Sound like ancestors to me. Verily, never will Allah change the condition of a people until they change it themselves with their own souls. But when once Allah wills a people's punishment, there can be no turning it back. Nor will they find, besides him, any to protect. Right? Remember what the prophet said. Keep playing, man. Keep playing. Keep playing. What the prophet tell you? And I'm about to head off. What the prophet tell you? I came just before the fire. When the fire comes, I will be your water. Get behind me, or you won't make it through. All right. Real talk. Spread the word, Muslims. Spread the word. Why are you a Muslim? To spread the word. Right? You're an angel. You're an angel. What are angels used for? To carry messages to the four corners of the world. To all nations. What is an angel? An angel is a thought of Allah, manifested in human flesh. Are you a thought of Allah manifested in human flesh? Well, you're in human flesh, right? Right? And you're a thought of Allah. Right? Time never was when man was not. If life of many man of man at any time began, a time would come when it would end. The thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed. Honors to the prophet, man. Honors to the prophet. Honors to the active Moors. Honors to Marcus Garvey, Forerunner. Honors. Right? To all the honorable grand sheiks and those who believe in the temple. Because the prophet brought the temple, so the temple's the way. Don't forget that, man. That's my message I keep trying to get to the people. That's my age and younger, and just, I mean, anybody, but, you know, I came into this thing and it seemed like there's a lot of temple haters. Nah. We can't. The prophet brought the temple right. You feel me? It's the people running the temples. We got to get up out of there. Right? The prophet's everywhere. Look, I didn't even mean to turn to this. I was just playing with the book while I'm not paying attention. Here comes the prophet right here. Spirit. Those who deny Allah and his messengers, and those who wish to separate Allah from his messengers. Whoa. Saying, we believe in some but reject others. I can just hear their voice. The people who was, we believe in some and reject others. That's how they would sound right before they get shimmitard. And those who wish to take a course midway. They are in truth equally unbelievers. And we have prepared for unbelievers a humiliating punishment. Huh? No. They love, they love the Farrakhans and they love the slick-haired wannabes in the days of the false prophets. But they don't want to accept. They don't want to accept the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, huh? They don't want to accept Prophet Noble Drew Ali, huh? Well, guess what? Prepared for unbelievers are humiliating punishment. Don't get caught with your pants down out here, man. Don't get caught with your pants down. in these last days because you had the little whiny voice. We believe in some and we reject others. Don't be that guy. Okay? I'm going to leave y'all with this, man, just so to get y'all interested in really reading the Quran and come on. I'm gonna leave y'all with this jewel that I found in the Quran of Muhammad one day. All right, because if you can get this, you can get this. Humiliating punishment. You're done. Pants down. You know, you're just gonna be AID out here, and everybody's gonna be pointing a finger at you. Laughing, their balls. I know I'm going to be on the shoulder of the Most High laughing my balls off, just like Prodigy said. They thought, right? Look at the prophet, man. I'm telling you, watch this. Watch this. You can't kill him. Why? Because they told you. They rejected the faith and they uttered against Mary a grave false charge, right? That they said in boast, we killed Christ Jesus, the son of Mary, the messenger of Allah. Oh, y'all didn't know the Quran talked about Christ more than it talked about Muhammad, huh? Prophet Noble Drew Ali is all up in this bad boy. Who's that? They thought they killed him, right? The son of Mary, the messenger of Allah. But look, they tell you what happened really with the so-called crucifixion of Christ. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, peace be upon him. But they did not kill him, nor crucified him. But so it was made to appear to them, and those who differ therein are full of doubts, with no certain knowledge, but only conjecture to follow. For of a surety they did not kill him. They didn't even kill Yeshua. So when you hear about, he really went off, you know what I'm saying? Had a couple children and all that. They didn't kill him. They didn't kill him. They tried. He came back. And then went and did his thing. Look at that. They didn't even crucify him. It was made to appear to them. Where do you think he's doing? He said, I'm going to the plane of soul. Right? Why? Because the prophet gives you chapter 1 is crazy. He gives you the most. He said, man, man cannot die. That simple. They didn't kill him. It appeared to them that they did. No. But then he said they didn't even crucify him. Jesus died for your sins. You better go read the Osirian mythology. Stop playing games. Or tell you, you know what I'm saying? Christians. Right? All right, Modest Moslima. The Blue Book title. Now, Malcolm, I'm trusting that you're new to the Moorish paradigm, so no scimitars for you, because I don't think you know what's up yet. But the great meeting is on. This is the Quran questions for Moorish Americans. Okay. RV Bay Publications. $3. $3 for why not $3? This is the wisdom of the universe. Why not? You can't put a price on it. You might as well sell it for nothing. $3 ain't nothing. $3 ain't nothing. The keys. These are the keys. But look, here go the problem. But you got to realize you can have the keys. Do you know where the locks are? Do you know where the locks are? Right? That's your next question. All right, Modest Moslima. The Quran. This is always quoted as one of the best. It's all good, Malcolm. This is always quoted as one of the best translations. This is the Abdullah Yusuf Ali one. I highly recommend the Abdullah Yusuf Ali translation. And that's because some Moors recommended it to me, and Moors know every damn thing. I ain't never met a person smarter than a Moor. I don't think that even exists on this plane, that's for sure. But yeah, the Quran, translated by Abdullah Yusuf Ali. Yeah. The discount code is D's Nuts for all y'all who don't want to spend that $3. But yeah, go on there, check these bad boys out. The Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science. You need that. While you're on there on RV Bay, go ahead and grab this. You can also get a hardcover that's on Khalifa Media. That's official. It's a hardcover. I think my wife told me too on Khalifa Media you can get the blue and white Quran, the PDF. Just download for free. Don't forget to. There's one heck of a book on there that she just got, and it's about the woman's auxiliary. Honors to the mothers. Honors to the mothers. He said these are these DEEZ for y'all out there who want the discount code to RV Bay. It's D's Nuts. But yeah, honors to the mothers. Honors to the mothers. Also, Khalifa Media has the Eunice pins. That's for the woman's auxiliary, because man, just honors to the mothers, man. Y'all, women are amazing. Women's are amazing. And that's not even, for lack of better words, I just love and respect all mothers, because y'all are the strongest people I know. You feel me? Real talk. Yeah. $3 RV Bay. Honors to the mothers, man. Support the mothers. Khalifa Media. RV Bay. Put some money up. Because, man, the Prophet needs finance, and we need it badly. So we can shove aside the discourse that faces the nation, right? And it's through the literature. It's through the literature that we're going to get this thing done. And the best of planners is Allah. Thumbing it through again. I ain't even try to. The Prophet's here, I'm telling you. Call them. Go to the Blue Ethers. Go check them out, man. Honors to the mothers, man. Honors to the mothers. For real. We coming back into spring, the season of fertility. Honors to the divine mothers. Right? Oh. One more thing, man. Come on, man. Go get your Qurans. Get your Qurans. This is about $7 on RV Bay. All right? Grab that. Head over to Khalifa Media. Get something else. Moors and books, we go together like peas and pods. For real. So that they might be offering some deals, maybe, I don't know. But regardless put your money up to support our mothers. This is uplifting fallen humanity. We have a whole publication website that has taught thousands. RV Bay. You think you don't think that is a version of what the Prophet was talking about? When you see a mother with her own publication company that's booming, all you haters have been coming at it for years, from the temple to the street Moors. Booming. Everybody. You can say what you want about RV Bay. Everybody knows about RV Bay and the Moorish paradigm. Everybody been told to go to RV Bay. Stop playing. If he told you not to go to RV Bay, traitor. He's playing. Who the hell would tell you not to go to a free place with verifiable, factual information for free? Who the hell would tell you that? Besides for a damn traitor. I don't care if you don't like RV Bay. I don't care if you don't like her. And y'all need to stop talking on their little thing with Taj, and I don't know what's going on with that. I don't care. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care. Go to RV Bay Publications and get them books and support the mother. Sons, you know what I'm saying? We held it together as best we could. It's time for the mothers to really start getting into that place, right? But I love this. You want to know how special you are? How much Allah loves you? It's getting dark, so I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with this because the Quran is telling you. I love this little parable in the Quran. This is called the heifer. The heifer. Surah 2, verse 30. Behold, your Lord. This is about the Lucifer thing, right? This is about the whole little situation. This is how special you are. Look how much Allah. I'm telling you, you higher than the angels. And these lines prove it. You higher than the angels. Because Allah can he can use you. He can put the angels to shame, the so-called, right? Behold, your Lord said to the angels, I will create a vice regent on earth. Right? They said, will you place therein one who will make mischief therein and shed blood? So, Allah's like, hey, I'm going to make a vice regent of the earth. And they like, oh, you going to place some crazy dude down there who's just going to kill and just be a beast? While we do celebrate your praises and glorify your holy name, he said, I know what you do not know. So they like, so you're going to put somebody down there while we stay up here and just glorify your holy name? And Allah's like, shut up. Look, I know what I'm doing. I'm Allah, bro. Right? Then he said, and he taught Adam the nature of all things. Then he placed them before the angels and said, tell me the nature of these if you are right. Right? So Allah taught Adam. Then he put Adam in front of the angels and he said, hey, angels, tell me about this creature. They said, glory to you, of knowledge we have none, save or unless what you have taught us. In truth, it is you who are perfect in knowledge and wisdom. Then look at this. Allah said, all right, Adam, tell me about the angels then, since the angels can't tell me about you. When he had told them, Allah said, did I not tell you that I know that the secrets of heaven and earth and know what you reveal and what you conceal? So Allah had Adam break down the angels and what they mean and their whole composition and who they are. Right? So Adam told the angels, this is what you can do. This is who you are. This is what you do. But the angels couldn't tell Allah what Adam does. That's crazy, right? That's who you are. Right? You know everything about the angels, but the angels didn't know nothing about you. So you tell me who's the high rank in the cosmos. And behold, we said to the angels, sorry, it's like freaking dark in here. I should turn on my light. And behold, we said to the angels, bow down to Adam. And they bowed down. Not so Iblis, right? Satan or whatever, devil or something. He refused and was haughty. He was one of those who reject faith. Damn. Allah said, hey, angels, tell me about Adam. They said, I don't know nothing about this thing. He's a mystery to us. Then he turned to Adam and said, hey, Adam, tell me about the angels. And then he told them everything. And they were like, wow. He has higher knowledge than us. Right? So, who were Adam and Eve? They are the mothers and fathers of the human family, Asiatics and Muslim. Where did they go? They went into Asia. What is the modern name given to their children? Asiatics. So you and me are the children of those who stumped the angels. With that being said, honors to the mothers, honors to the prophet, honors to you all. Peace and love. Islam.